Disclaimer. Footage in this video is from the Runaway Guys collab of Kirby's Return to Dreamland. None of this footage is being used for self-gain. It is being used as an example because I suck at the game. Enjoy! Kirby's Return to Dreamland is a good game. It is a really good game. And this may sound generic, I know, but that's really what most people would say about this game. Now, the thing about Kirby's Return to Dreamland is that it has a ton of new power-ups, it has a bunch of new characters, has a bunch of new bosses, enemies, items, you name it. And it's a really good, throwback to the old games, except it's in 2.5D, and it has really good graphics. Now let me tell you about the game. I'm gonna rate, the overall score based on it. Let's talk about graphics first. Now, graphics don't really get much better than this for a Kirby game without going into real life. So yeah, and there are beautiful backgrounds to the game, scenic overworlds, and especially really well-designed levels. Also, the clothing that everybody wears, especially when Kirby inhales an item and such, they just turn out so beautiful. So I give graphics, since it's the best it can be for a Kirby game, I'd give it a 5 out of 5. Now, let's head over to the gameplay. Single player is almost perfect. I mean, to collect all the gears is a pain, so to do the game 100% would be nearly impossible with single player. But single player gameplay is really, really, really awesome. Just running around as Kirby and sucking everything in. It took a lot of courage to say that, by the way. And gaining all their powers and abilities and just destroying everything, especially the super powers. So yeah. Also, there's the multiplayer. And this isn't like Call of Duty where you just go onto someone's server and play and kill everyone. No. This is regular multiplayer, where you all have to sit in the same room and stuff. Now, this multiplayer would be good if it wasn't for the fact that if Kirby dies, everybody dies. And everybody uses up a life as well. So, that's definitely a big downside to the multiplayer experience. Also, the playing with other people can get to be real pain and also can lead to ruining friendships because of how badly you could screw each other over, especially if one of the characters accidentally kills Kirby and then all of you have to start that level from that point all over again, and everybody's mad at that one person for killing Kirby. So yeah, the multiplayer could be a lot better, especially for how much you could screw each other up. Especially for keeping score of how many gears each other has. Ahem, the Runaway Guys. So I'd give gameplay a 3 out of 5, because single player is good, multiplayer not so much. Now we're gonna head into the story. Nintendo stories have never been much, deep in. They've never really gone deep into the story of what happens. Basically, a person's ship crashes, Kirby investigates. When they investigate, they find a little guy inside, and he says he lost all the parts to his ship and the gears. So you need to defeat 5 bosses, collect them, then you take the ship to his world. By the way, spoilers, you take the ship to his world. He turns out to be the bad guy, and so on and so forth. Frankly, I'd give the story a 2 out of 5. It's not really that good. the power-ups, yeah. The power-ups and items, amazing. You can't get much better than that. When you inhale an enemy or collect an item or something, you feel able to use that ability. Some abilities are better than others, granted, but when you collect an ability, it gives you a chance to not only get the feel for it, but every power is really easy to control too. And some abilities are necessary to complete to get all the gears in a level. So yeah. That's what I have to say about the items. And the superpowers, oh my god, those are amazing. Just slicing things up with a giant sword, using a giant ball of the beam thing, destroys everything. The fire dragon and stuff. Okay, I don't know all the superpowers, but I know they're really good. So, with graphics getting a 5 out of 5, story getting a 2 out of 5, gameplay getting a 3 out of 5, and items getting a 5 out of 5. Oh god, I forgot to say to give it a 5 out of 5. Ah well. So items get a 5 out of 5. Altogether, I would give it a 4 out of 5. That's a good score. It's a great game, and I think you should try it. It's a personal recommendation to try the game. If you want to play it with friends, sure, endure the pain and stuff. And I will see you for next review. Bye.